Hello.
Hey everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Fingers Crossed.
I think that we shouldn't say what episode we're up to. Firstly, because I don't know. And secondly, we might reshuffle them.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So,
I think that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, so no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure on me specifically as the editor and uploader.
Yes. Pretty much the one who does all the bits and the pieces.
Whatever.
At the moment.
For now.
For now.
Until we have money and then...
Oh, God. Editors.
Yeah. Although that being said, I really do enjoy editing. Like,
Really?
even before this, I was editing.
Oh, do you reckon once we do have enough money to afford an editor, would you still want to?
I think I'd probably want to do the final edit.
Okay.
Like, I could do the bulk.
Yep.
And just, like, make sure everything's, like, in place. And then I go through and I actually, like, decide, like, what's in, what's out.
Yeah, and I guess also you can decide what... Like, you can still have that...
Creative control?
Yeah. Yes, but also like you get to have the like our feel to it. You get to put our
Yeah.
essence in it.
Yeah, for sure. But they can like edit like the sound and stuff in the right places. Like I don't want to do that. That's like tedious work.
Yeah, but honestly, fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Anyway, yeah, let's do fun stuff first.
Okay.
Okay, so basically this is inspired by Trisha Paytas' new child. I mean, honestly, all of her kids. But
She's
also,
3 out of 3, by the way.
Yeah.
I think the first one was Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And then the second one, sorry, the running joke with it is
Everyone
that
knows.
Okay.
You don't need to explain it.
I was
going
to say, just making sure for those who don't know.
Don't know.
Trisha Paytas, every time she has a baby, someone
Some sort of
major dies.
Yeah.
So the first time was Queen Elizabeth, the second time was Pope Francis, and then now Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
3 out of 3. She's doing well.
Yeah. R.I.P. Ozzy.
Yeah, I know.
Also, rest in peace, all three. But like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he was 76 and had the life that he had. Like, I'm surprised he got that far. Like, well done and congratulations.
He was playing gigs like a few weeks ago, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think there was like a celebratory concert for him. Because I remember there was Youngblood who was there and I saw a video of him.
I saw that.
So,
I saw those videos.
Yeah, so I'm actually quite surprised. Like, I didn't think it'd be that quick. Or soon after, I should say.
No, honestly, and like considering the amount of like drug abuse and stuff. Also, I just realised we're dating this episode by talking about him.
Wow.
Okay, it's whatever. Anyway, cool. Yeah, anyway, this is inspired by Trisha Paytas' kids and the way she names them because they are some wacky names.
I love the latest one is called Aquaman because I was like, nah, this is a joke. Surely this is a joke. Like, she was like, how can I troll people and like give a fake name for her baby? Turns out it's actually true.
I watched one of her ASMR videos a couple of weeks ago and firstly, I love her ASMR videos. They're so good. But she had one with crystals and at the end she had aquamarine and it had nothing to do with the video. And I was like, oh yeah, aquamarine for a girl. Okay, I can see that. And then Aquaman, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know. That's what I mean, the aquamarine, that was a hint.
You know what, I sort of worry about these kids who have these really bizarre names. Because it's just like, you know, imagine going to school and then people are like, oh, Aquaman. Hey,
Sorry,
Aquaman.
just saying that.
You know?
Yeah, I know, but like at the same time, firstly, she's in LA.
True.
So all the kids will be wacky names.
True.
Or will have wacky names.
True.
And I think like there's a lot of people with wacky names out there now. So it's like getting more normalized.
Yeah, but still, it's just like Aquaman. I don't know.
It's pretty far.
It is.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess the first introduction to a bizarre name for me was Apple.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin's daughter, Apple.
Yeah, that was like, that was weird.
That was a little bit odd.
Let's not go down.
Anyway, point was, we thought we'd have a fun little
Yeah.
start to the video.
And also, sorry, another reference, like a bunch of TikTokers, I don't know if you've seen, or influencers, they give their kids weird names and they'll do these videos where they like talk about baby names they liked but didn't want to use, or like one of their partners, or their partner, what am I saying? Not everyone's Polly. Their partner didn't like it, so they'll be like, yeah, we were going to go with butter, but my husband didn't like that.
Such a shame.
Anyway, so yeah, we've come up with a list of names that like we like but wouldn't use.
Okay, do you want to start?
No, you go.
Okay. My first one is Shelley, but the S is actually a $sign. I think it's beautiful. It's so normal until you see it, you know? Good?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You did well. Okay. Dusty for a girl, Dust for a boy.
I thought you were going to go Dustin. And I was like, what's funny about Dustin? Dust. No.
Dust. Yeah, just Dust.
I feel sorry for Dustins now. They're just going to be called Dust in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one is felony, but with a PH.
I think I've seen that before.
Yeah. I think it's a great name.
Yeah.
Great name.
Yeah.
I love how it's like, you know, not necessarily probably the greatest word that you want to associate with your child because, you know.
You say that, but like, you know, you're building a legacy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they will get a felony, but with an F.
Yeah. All right. I put kettlebell.
Kettlebell. Oh, no. Well, Bell for short.
Bell for short, or Ket.
Or Ket. You know what? We discussed Ket before. You've had it. Loved it.
Rate it.
Rate it. So my next one is candida. It is,
I've seen this one before,
yes,
yeah.
derived from the Latin cadidus, meaning white or pure.
Okay. Also, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced candida.
Sure.
Okay. And it's also, you know, is it an infection?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised you didn't put like syphilis on there.
Great name.
Okay.
Great name.
This is my last one.
Okay.
Okay, but if this one's taken, then I have a spare. Okay, so my last one is Fry's Turkish Delight.
I do love a Fry's Turkish Delight.
Me too. But if that's taken, I want that to be like a unique name.
Wait. So is it Fry's Turkish Delight? Is that the
Yeah.
whole name? Okay. Fry for short?
No.
Oh. Delight? Turkish.
I honestly don't think you could shorten that. I don't see any way. But if that one's already taken, then Crunchy.
I don't think Fry's Turkish Delight will be taken.
But just in case.
Luckily.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my last one, which I thought was great because it's Air Wrecker.
Oh, please, Megan, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
AIRWRECKA.
I've copped that my entire fucking life.
Well, then, you know what? Great. We've done it again.
Okay. I just mean like, yeah, had that one before.
Also,
Right.
my name, can't really do anything funny with it.
Well, you can't put any dollar signs in there.
No S's for me.
So,
What a shame.
yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Okay. That's the fun out of the way. Now to the
Now.
serious part of the episode. Okay. So, firstly, Meg and I both go to therapy.
Yes,
And
regularly.
we both went to therapy this week.
Yeah, we did.
So, do you want to give me a recap
Sure.
of stuff you would want the public to know?
Good emphasis. Look, it was good. Obviously, in a previous podcast, I did mention how I had a panic attack and emailed her, and pretty much I heard back on Monday and was like, we got one at 9:30 tomorrow. Do you want it? I was like, yeah, perfect. So off I went. But no, it was good because I spoke with her and it was more explaining what had happened and the lead up to and, you know, just discussing with her and stuff about starting a podcast with you and, you know, uploading it and then having all these triggers come at me all at once and just very steeply. And then we've discussed before, my therapist and I, because she wants me to be more vulnerable, which wonderful. That's a great thing for me to do. Obviously it's terrifying and you know, an experience at times.
Yeah.
However, I talk with her and she's like, yeah, so we've talked about this like pendulum thing before. You know, I think you went a little bit too far to the right
Oh,
in this case.
yeah, like
I was
too
like,
extreme.
yeah, extreme. And I was like, I completely agree. So she's like, we're trying to aim for that middle, sort of like we've sort of said before, the 6 to 8, so the, you know, 1 to 10 level, 6 to 8. Like we sort of want around there. And I said, yeah, exactly. So it was basically a lot of that particular session. I've got one next week as well, but that particular session was more focused on how can we work on being vulnerable and in this environment, figuring out what you do want to have out in the world, where your boundaries are, you know, would you feel comfortable discussing? Because obviously a conversation between us
Is different
to a conversation that we're having at a podcast. You know, there's things that...
It's even like us like talking to each other versus being in a public place.
Yeah.
You know, like what do you feel comfortable like people overhearing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much that's exactly what she was sort of saying. And she was just sort of mentioning that, you know, work through something, you know, I think... I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get my wording. Just try to work through what you would feel comfortable mentioning on the podcast probably before.
Oh, yeah.
Before doing
Ideally,
it,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So we sort of was working through that a lot and working through... We haven't sort of necessarily got to the triggers yet because we're just sort of working up to figure out, you know, what I would feel comfortable and how I would feel comfortable and things like that. So the next week I really want to work through the triggers that had come up and sort of figure out why, they sort of came at me so quickly and sort of the being vulnerable, being seen, all of that, why that's such a big trigger for me. I sort of already have an idea, but it's also one of those that sometimes, I don't know if it's the same for everybody listening, but, there's sometimes where you sort of, logically what the problem is that's going on and where it's come from and everything, but you don't necessarily, for me, I don't necessarily sit and feel it. I'm sort of like, I intellectualize a lot of my emotions instead of actually feeling my emotions. And yeah, I think that's where my problems started. I wasn't necessarily feeling them. I was intellectualizing them and, all of that. So it was good. It was really good. It was a lot of decompressing, I think, too. I think I was still a little bit tense from it all because also, I don't know if anyone else has had a panic attack before, but they're not fun. And I tend to feel them, like my brain just sort of feels a bit scrambled, a bit sort of like cloudy almost for for a couple of days afterwards. And it sort of takes me a little while to get back to, I don't want to even say normality, but
baseline,
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realise that.
Yeah. Me too. I haven't had a panic attack that bad for a while.
Oh.
I think like that bad was probably when I started chemo.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was that bad. You seemed pretty composed. Like, when did I see you?
I think mine was the Monday?
Yeah.
I think Monday, Tuesday or something.
Yeah. That's when and I came over at night.
Yes, yeah.
So,
pretty much that night was when I had it.
Oh.
Yeah, after you left. Yeah.
After?
Yeah. I had been feeling anxious and I had the anxiety, but I didn't have the panic attack yet.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because I left and I thought you were better.
Oh, I was, because I talked a little bit, but then
it just unleashed everything.
Yeah, because I was also talking with another friend about it, and I find their insights were really helpful, and I was just talking to them, and it just sort of, I don't know how it works for everybody else, but it just sort of like, it slowly just like creeps in and just sort of like builds up, and then it just sort of exploded. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. Not a fan of this.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It, not a pleasurable experience personally.
No. Interesting.
Yeah. But, yeah, so next week is another therapy appointment, and so I'll be able to discuss more.
Okay.
Then.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
But, yeah. What about you? How was your therapy?
Had therapy this morning.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I was 10 minutes late, which absolutely fucking kills me.
Why?
It took me an hour and a half to get there.
Jesus.
On a good day, if there was no traffic, it would be 40 minutes. And I left an hour and 20. And I unfortunately listened to stupid fucking Google Maps. And it fucked me over. Sorry, I didn't take a freeway because, depending on the traffic, you can tap on 20 to 30 minutes. Just because you're sitting in a parking lot.
Yeah, well, and also it's peak hour as well.
Yeah, it's peak hour. So I was like, well, I don't want to risk that because it's like, even when you look at the time that it, like, you know how when you check Google Maps, it like gives you an estimate?
Yeah.
It was like an hour to an hour and a half. And then I was like, well, I don't want to risk that. So I'll take back streets. And then I listened to stupid Google Maps. It has the worst algorithm in the world.
Yes, it does.
It took me the most direct path. But unfortunately, that was like gridlock.
And I guess also everyone else went the most direct path too.
I guess so, but
Yeah.
they weren't all going to my therapist. But anyway,
Thankfully, no.
I'm literally never taking that route ever again. Like, I was so angry.
Fair.
So unfortunately, I arrived in like not a good headspace.
Which actually kind of helpful.
Why would that be helpful?
Could you go to therapy?
Yeah, but I mean, not to discuss traffic. Whatever.
Fair enough.
Anyway, but like, yeah, we just talked about, like I said, like how I'm going. I told her about the podcast. I don't think we mentioned that last time. So I don't know. So I caught her up on that. She said that's great. She basically said that I'm doing everything right.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. And I said that I want to take a little break from dating.
Yep.
Because I think that was actually negatively impacting my mental space.
Yes.
Like, I mean, like, it was good in one way. Like, it illuminated that, like, oh, hey, I did have something good. But I didn't just imagine that. It really validated my feelings around it. However, everyone that I meet, I'm like, everyone's a disappointment.
And I guess, are you still comparing everyone that you do date?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I talked to my therapist about that, and she was like, "That's going to happen like forever."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like people will always compare to their previous partners.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and get this, she actually had something to say. Yeah, because I was like, when do I know like when's the right time to start dating? Blah blah blah. Because I'm like, I know I need a break right now. Because she told me to keep going. But I was like, I can't do this right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, when do you know like when's the right time to move on? Blah blah. And she was like, everyone's a rebound from your parents.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I was like, that's fucked.
Okay, that's
a fucked thing to say.
Also a little bit too accurate. You know?
I know.
A bit rude. What's her name?
No.
No named therapist. Bit rude.
Yeah. She does that though. She'll just drop a bomb and you're like, what the fuck? Like,
stop being so accurate.
I didn't want to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was like, basically your parents are your first love object. They let you down and you move on to other people.
Great.
So literally every relationship is a rebound.
So unless you heal the relationship that you had with your parents, you're always going to have no...
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
It's forever.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Wait, so... Oh, hold on. I think
basically like your first ideas around love are formed from your parents, so you're always transferring that onto someone else. It's like obviously like it's different kinds of love,
of course,
but like they are how you learn love. So it doesn't matter if you rehabilitate your relationship. It doesn't matter. Like it's just like yeah.
Can you sort of unlearn or learn? So you're always stuck with that?
No, I mean, like, obviously you can improve your relationship with love and, like, your attachment and stuff like that. But, like, the way you formed your ideas of love are from your parents. Like, that's just life. Yeah.
Great. Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm a big fan of your therapist. She sounds great for you.
Yeah. Obviously, different therapists suit different people.
Totally.
And my therapist is brilliant.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like...
brutal.
I think, like, for someone like me, she needs to be.
Yes, I would agree. I think, because that's sort of more to your style.
It's not even that. It's that the level of insight I have into myself is beyond most people's. Like, I'm very self-aware.
Yes, you are.
So, like, you need a therapist who can kind of cut through the bullshit.
Yes.
And, yeah, because I've been to therapists where it's like it was nothing. They did nothing. It was not effective because it's like every insight they had, I already had it.
Yeah, you already had that like 5 days ago and you're like, I need something more.
Yeah, she's beyond that.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you got to think like big picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's I think that's a good idea. Because I think sometimes just zooming out of the situation because you get so ingrained into what you're thinking, feeling, going through that you don't necessarily see it from like even just like an outsider's perspective.
Yeah.
Because sometimes having a neutral view on whatever's going on can sometimes help.
Yeah.
Because obviously you've got your emotions and you have an emotional reaction rather than...
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess so. And also, like, here's the thing. Like, when it comes to this situation, like me dealing with this, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm openly will say that. And I've said that to her. Like, I am clueless because, like, the fact of the matter is, like, I haven't been in a relationship in a very long time, even attempted one. And I didn't rebound. Or I dated people, like, a long time after. I waited ages. Like, I was like, what about people who are anxious attachers and just jump from relationship to relationship?
Yeah.
I was like, how does that work? And she was like, it works for them.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember growing up. You remember Jennifer Lopez? Do you remember her? That woman?
I love how, like, the start of that sentence, I thought you were going to say, like, one of your relatives. And I'm like, why would I know this person? And then you say Jennifer Lopez. I'm like, yeah, I do remember her, actually. I remember
She's still
Jennifer
around.
Lopez. Yeah.
Anyway, I just remember as a kid, like, I'd always see, she'd go from, like, a relationship and maybe be single for, like, a month or two and then she's in another relationship.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that for some reason, that's a takeaway that I remember of her. But, yeah, I always remember that she was always in a relationship. She was always with someone new and someone different.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay, like, that's the way that she can heal. She can heal through the next relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess, like, a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
I personally can't. I mean, I think we've discussed before that we're both, like, demisexual, so I don't know if...
It's not even that. Not for me, anyway.
Yeah. Okay, well, maybe for me it is.
Yeah, because I'm like, this has nothing to do with sexuality. Like, I can't imagine developing feelings for someone while I have feelings for someone else.
Yeah. And especially if you're a loyal person too. Like, even for me, like, if I have feelings for someone, I find it hard to find other people attractive.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
I'm
no. I think that's demisexuality. That's demisexuality and probably neurodivergence a bit as well.
Woohoo!
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like when I like someone, I don't even notice other people.
Yes.
Like they don't exist.
No, they're literally just a being. They're a human who are in the world.
It's like couldn't care less.
Yep. I totally get that.
I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. Okay, so I was talking to my therapist and I was like, well, I feel really deeply. And she was like, oh, compared to other people. And she was like, how would you know? And I was like, okay, that's fair. I don't know.
Yeah, true. But I guess also, like, you've got your friends and family around you to sort of as a guidepost, I guess.
I guess so. And I was like thinking of like my dad, for example.
Yeah.
Like he can just jump into another relationship because he doesn't feel very deeply. He doesn't allow himself to. My dad is like, I don't give a fuck. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get married. Why not?
I mean, number 5, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, is he married now or is he just
Yeah, my
relationship?
dad's married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course he's married. It's my dad. What do you mean?
No, I was just sort of thinking, like, because I wasn't sure if he had gotten married. Because also at the same time, like, you don't seem to get, or do you get invited to the weddings?
Not to generally, yes, but some of them, actually 3 of them have been overseas.
Oh,
And
rude.
one of them was before I was born.
Rude.
So I think I would have been invited, but also they were formalities.
Wait, your dad was married before your mum?
No.
What?
Before, my parents got married before I was born.
Your parents were married?
You didn't know my parents were married?
I didn't know they were married. I just thought they were together for like 10 years or whatever.
Megan, you are so fucking Australian, it shits me. That it's not normal in other countries to be with someone and not married.
Also, at the same time, in the 80s too. It would have been
No. Anywhere in the world.
No. Like, even in Australia, like, people would have got married. Like, if you had a baby.
Oh, for sure. But in Australia, like, there's so many, like, the whole de facto thing is so Australian.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Like, that's not
Is
a
it
thing.
more Western or just Australia specific?
No, it's Australia. Yeah, I think it's something to do with people being, like, laid back and kind of isolated and removed from social pressure overseas.
Yeah.
Like, in Europe, people are not living together unmarried.
Ooh,
Like,
taboo.
Yeah. I just mean like that, it blows my mind. I don't understand why people live together without being married. That like boggles my mind. I'm like, why the fuck would you? Like, who cares?
I don't know.
I don't get it. I'm like, why would you move in with someone, share your life with them, and then get married? Like, what difference is it? Really? I don't get that.
I don't know. I think maybe we just have a different perception of marriage in Australia, maybe.
I don't know. Do we?
I don't. Please give us some feedback. I'd love to know.
fingerscrossedthepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, or comment wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point because it's sort of. I'm just sort of looking to my family and I'm just sort of thinking everybody got married before they had kids except for my siblings. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, some of your siblings didn't even get married, did they?
No, they got engaged and had kids. I was trying to say children and kids at the same time.
I've done that many times.
Kids it is. And had kids, yeah, but they never actually got married. And then they were living together too. So
I don't get it. I don't. And also, well, I mean, I guess that's me being a traditionalist, but also like having kids out of wedlock. Also, that blows my mind too.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you're not a couple, then I get it. Sure. But also like if you are together, then why not formalize it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
not 100% sure, but I know recently I actually discussed this with my aunts and uncle because one of my cousins recently got engaged.
Yeah.
They were all discussing, what happens is you get engaged and then you get the dog and then you get the house and then you have the marriage, then you have the wedding. So it's just like, there's a few steps that happen. But then also at the same time, I know this particular cousin wants to have children, so obviously sooner rather than later. So I was sort of like, maybe she's going to do it backwards. She's going to have kids first, then get married, then get the house, and then have a dog. Maybe she's going to do it completely backwards. Who knows? But I guess maybe it's just, I don't know, just do whatever you want, really.
Yeah, I guess. And it's also like, it's funny how there's like this like formula that's like laid out to us.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that's it definitely in this society that we're in Australia, maybe could
everywhere.
Be everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, it's basically like, growing up, you go to school, you finish school, you go to possibly uni, TAFE, whatever, or you start a job, and then you get to a certain age, you have a partner, you've been together for a certain amount of time, you get engaged, you get married, you have the dog, the house, the wedding.
What is it with you and dogs?
Fine, a pet. I love dogs, so sue me.
I just mean like, I've never heard this part of the plan. Like, what?
Well, this is what I've basically been told.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, there is a formula for how you sort of have your life. You have to sort of hit these milestones, and then, you know, if you subscribe to society, it's sort of like you're seemed as, I guess, maybe less than if you haven't hit these targets by a certain point.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You're sort of like, oh, you know, what's wrong with them? Thankfully, not everybody subscribes to that, and thankfully we don't.
I guess so.
But
I'm trying to unpack this in my brain.
Okay.
Because like I never thought about the formula. However, I don't understand the point of living with someone if you're not married. Specifically a man, I'm thinking of. I'm like, why would I let a boy in my house if we're not, you know, legally bonded in some way? I don't know. I don't understand it. I just mean like I think of like a family unit as like a commitment, and I think of living together as a pretty big commitment. So I don't understand how you could dabble in that. I don't like that. Like, especially having lived with housemates, sharing your space, your living space with someone is such a huge commitment.
Absolutely. And if you don't have the right person, my God, can it just upset your...
Soul destroying.
It's so soul destroying, my God.
Yeah.
It just, because it's like your home is meant to be your safe space. It's meant to be your place that you can go to relax and unwind and sort of, you know, not have to worry about all the problems that you have in your life. You know, it's your safe space.
Sure.
And if you've got someone in your life that is just causing tension within your house, that's just
I guess
recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I guess then there's no place to rest. You can never be at peace.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yet again, like, sorry for going on this rant. I'm just like trying to unpack this in my brain. I'm like, I don't get why you would live with someone. You share your living space, probably sharing finances and stuff like that, like sharing bills, etc., and then like not have a marriage contract. Like, why is that too far? But like putting out both our names on the electricity bill is fine. Like, I don't understand that concept.
That level of commitment is just maybe too much for some people, apparently.
I feel like that's like less commitment. Like, you can be married with someone and not live with them. Yeah.
So how long, like, ideally, would you be with someone before you get married?
I think that depends.
Yeah.
Like, yet again, I think like society tries to put time limits on things.
Absolutely.
Although Australia, I feel like it's looser than other places.
I know in some places in America, maybe not all of America, but maybe
Not most of America.
certain,
It's about a year.
Yeah, it's usually if you're not married within maybe a year, 18 months, maybe even 2 years,
Yeah.
people are like, oh.
What's going on?
Like, what's going on here?
America's very conservative though.
Very conservative, yeah.
And also like there's a huge Christian influencer and everything.
True,
Like,
true.
Stronger than Australia.
Yes. Yes, we definitely still have it here.
Yeah, we definitely still have it here, but in a less sense. I mean, like, they were formed by Puritans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whilst we were formed by convicts. So, you know,
different
path.
strokes. Yeah, different paths.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of different paths, but same goal.
Colonization.
Yeah.
Anyway, how long would you wait to get married to someone? Like, I just don't feel like a time limit is relevant.
Yeah, again, same, because I'm sort of, I mean, we've discussed, obviously, previously, not on the podcast, but just in life. I don't know if necessarily I'm not desperate to get married.
No.
So if I find someone and it fits and we work really well and, you know, my life is better because they're in it, like, maybe I'll get married, but I'm still not 100% sure.
I feel like we have really, really different views.
We do.
Because it's like, see, I never cared about having a partner, but if I had a partner and I wanted to if I wanted to commit to them, then I would expect to get married. Like, that's like, those are inextricably linked to my brain.
Right. So if you have someone and you really like them and you want to be with them, like, you will get married.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
100%. Like, not even a question.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sort of...
This is what I mean. Like, the fact that like you could be de facto with someone blows my mind. Because I'm like, what's the fucking point?
Well, I guess also, like, I'm not going to be having children, so, you know,
Yeah, but
again, marriage.
it's not that.
I guess also marriage for me, I think maybe I have a different perception of marriage because I haven't necessarily had probably the greatest example.
Oh, and I did.
Absolutely, you did, especially with your dad on his number 4th marriage.
Yeah.
Number 4th.
Number 4th.
Number 4th.
I just mean like my parents split before I could even before I was conscious. Yeah. You know, so I didn't grow up like the only ideas of marriage I have are from like other people. Whatever. Anyway, so you have a negative perception of marriage.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't necessarily seen as something like a positive thing that you would do.
Is your mum married now?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So I don't think I necessarily need to be married. I think, I don't know, maybe it's a part of being vulnerable with someone as well, because like that's very binding in a lot of ways, and it's very like, you know, you've got the government involved as well. So when you do, or if you do, not when you do, wow. But if you do get divorced, it is also like a really big... Exactly. That's sort of what I'm thinking. I'm like, if it does go south...
No, the fact that you said when.
I know. It's obviously in my mind, I'm like, marriage, yeah, they end. That's what happens. Who stays married happily?
Interesting.
But at the same time, I have had recent experiences with a few people, and they've had happy marriages. And, you know, they obviously, unfortunately, one of the partners has passed. But at the same time, they were so in love. They, you know, they don't even want to be with anyone else because their partner was that person to them. You know, that strong of a love for them that no one else could really compare. Yeah. So, you know, I do have, again, it's like that bell curve, you know?
The pendulum swing.
Yeah, the pendulum. So I've had basically on the pendulum, I've had extreme examples.
Interesting. But
also I'm still concerned that I said when.
Yeah, that's okay. Freudian slip. That is so funny. I think I have the diluted positive examples in my brain. The thing is, like, the overwhelming majority of people I know who have been married for long periods of time have been happy and super in love and really committed to each other.
That.
So I think that's what I have in my brain. Weirdly.
Great. No, that's wonderful. That's a good thing to have in your brain.
I guess, like, because I know people who are unhappily married. I've certainly known those people.
I've known, a few people like that.
For sure. However, I don't categorize myself as one of those people. Like, I would never, like, if I was unhappy and, like, if it was unsolvable, like, obviously, like, relationships are work. Like, it's never
totally. And obviously,
stuff.
every relationship is different, and, you know, every relationship can battle different hurdles and stuff.
Of course. Of course. And, like, I guess, like, we were going to do a separate video on this, or a different episode, talking about, like, our friendship and how it's sustained over such a long time. Because the fact of the matter is, like, any relationship with anyone fluctuates.
Totally.
You know?
Totally.
And, so it's like it ebbs and flows, and you kind of have to work at it.
Yeah, and I think, you know, life throws curveballs, and sometimes, you know, some things happen and people don't feel supported, and maybe they don't necessarily say it out loud, and sort of builds resentment or something.
Oh, for sure.
You know, so yeah, like you're saying, it definitely takes work. You have to be committed to that other person to say, like, no matter what happens, no matter how life pans out, like, you're someone that I will constantly work and strive and continually that friendship, relationship, whatever.
That's it. Like, love is a choice.
Absolutely.
You choose to actively, like, loving, like, people who say, like, love is not a noun, it's a verb.
Yes.
It is. It's a decision you have to make.
Absolutely agree with you on that one.
And on that note, I guess we could talk about our friendship. I mean, like, I don't know if that would be a whole episode's worth of talking anyway.
Well, we go on tangent, so probably.
Well, yeah, this was meant to be a very different episode, but here we are. Anyway, so my last best friend, that relationship ended due to resentment, for sure. As in, there were things that she did that absolutely ground on me, and I kept them inside, and it poisoned the relationship.
Do you reckon if you did voice those that you'd still be friends?
Probably. But at the same time, like, this was before therapy.
Yeah.
So I didn't have the emotional intelligence or maturity to voice them. And... yeah, and also, like, I mean, I don't know if we would still be friends. Like people grow apart anyway.
Totally.
Regardless.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, like, there's a saying, we've got people in our lives for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. Yeah. And there's sometimes people just come in to show you something about yourself, to trigger something, to help you heal something. Sometimes people are meant to be here for a little period, a chapter, and then that sort of serve their purpose. And sometimes people are meant to be for the whole...
The rest.
The rest, basically. And, you know, it's one of those that sometimes you sort of figure out where those certain relationships and friendships and whatever land in your life. But at the same time, you know, it's... I sometimes, whenever friendships or relationships don't work out, I try to sort of think, like, okay, well, maybe there was a point, there was a reason, there was something that I wanted to learn or whatever.
I mean, like, yet again, we've talked about this before, but it's like you can find reason in anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, as in, like, you know, when people say everything happens for a reason, it's like, I don't think that's necessarily true. Yeah. But you can find meaning in it.
Yes.
Yeah, even in the worst tragedies or circumstances.
Yeah, and especially if that's what you need to help move on or help heal.
That is often what you need. Like, you need to find meaning. Like, humans are always rational. rationalizing everything. Yeah, I saw
We're
this.
good at that.
Yeah, for sure. I saw this TikTok yesterday of this woman who lost her faith because basically she was like super, super religious, went to theology school, and she figured out that if she heard about a culture, she could figure out what kind of God they would have.
Oh.
Because the values determine the God.
Interesting.
Humans invent their God.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We're pretty good at that, actually.
For sure. It's like we're always trying to rationalize our reality in some way.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, like, I mean, if you really go into the metaphysical of it all, it's like you can't really rationalize this human planet that we're on.
No. Anyway, a million tangents. But what I was going to say was, I think in my mind, delusional or not, I'm like, if I was unhappy in a relationship, I would exit it. Like, I mean, like, this is like if it's beyond repair, and we can go back to repairing relationships, etc. But it's like I can't imagine myself living in an unhappy marriage, so I don't even consider that a possibility. And also, like, if I wasn't happy in a relationship, I certainly wouldn't move in with them.
Or get married.
Well, yeah. That's the thing. Like, I'm happy to live with someone before getting married to kind of road test that, because obviously, like, you see someone's colours when you live together.
And also, you know, maybe when you're living with them, you'll be like, oh, wow, they do something that I really think is quite gross or disgusting, or, you know, whatever it may be.
I guess, but I guess that's all, like, you know, spectrum, as in, like, humans are gross.
God,
you know, humans are gross and disgusting, and boys are gross and disgusting specifically.
Oh, God, absolutely.
So, you know, like, we all have our, like, limits.
Humans can be gross.
Yes. But, like, I'm happy to road test that, but I wouldn't want to live with someone long term if there's no commitment. Yeah. But, yeah, like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know, I guess I have really positive associations with marriage.
That's great. I love that for you.
Yeah. So I'm like, why wouldn't, if you love someone and you're happy together, why wouldn't you just make it official?
Yeah.
You know? I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I'm just trying to think, like,
I think you have negative associations in your brain.
I do, but I'm also trying to think with marriage specifically, because I'm like, I could have like a sort of like a what was it before gay marriage was legal? What was the, you know, when you had a same-sex marriage? Commitment ceremony.
Yeah, you can still do that.
Yeah, like I could have a commitment ceremony. I could see myself doing that, but for some reason having a marriage or like a wedding itself seems...
Oh, that's like, okay.
Yeah.
You don't like parties?
Apparently, no. Fun. Who is she? I know.
I guess, like, I don't like the idea of being, like, viewed by a huge crowd doing that. Like, that seems very intimate. You know what? Like, actually, I'm thinking about this. Sorry. Basically, I've been to a few weddings in the past few years, like, for friends.
Yeah.
And before, like, the only marriages or weddings I went to were, like, family and stuff, and, like, family friends and people I didn't really care about. Now that I'm going to, sorry to my family. Anyway, but I just feel like I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand.
No, I get that.
Now going to weddings as an adult and seeing friends get up in front of each other and get in front of a crowd and, like, commit to each other, it seems like such a holy.
Yeah, it's also a very human thing.
It's very human, but it's like, it's this, like, ritual.
Yeah.
And it's, like, a bit extraordinary, as in, like, these two people choosing each other in, like, a planet of billions.
Yeah.
And choosing to, not billions? Yeah.
Yeah, we've got billions.
Yeah. Yeah, choosing, like, I want to be with you.
Yeah.
Like, you're my penguin.
Yeah.
You know?
You're my lobster. You're my whatever.
Yeah.
Other one, swan. I think they make for life.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I completely understand, because I think I've had the same feeling when I was a kid. I remember specifically there was one at a church that and I was like, well, I don't know these people. Like, I'm a kid, like, whatever. But yeah, as you get older and it's more people that you're emotionally attached to, you're like, oh, that's really sweet that they would want to do that. And like, it's such a big commitment, you know, to say to someone, like, I'm going to choose you for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Obviously, to a degree, and circumstances change, blah, blah, blah.
Conditional.
With an asterisk.
Yeah, conditions apply. Terms and conditions apply. Yeah.
T and C's. Yeah, but it's a really sweet thing to see someone love someone so much that they're like, yeah, I'm going to spend my life as long as I can with you.
You keep talking about life like a lifetime commitment.
Well,
I don't think about that with marriage.
Oh, but it is, though.
Yeah, it is. But at the same time, like, I feel like when you think of it in that way, I think that is a huge commitment. But, like, that's not how I think about it. I just think of, like, choosing the person, like, I am choosing the person, and, like, you just take it day by day.
Yeah.
You know, like, every day is a choice.
Totally.
I don't think about it like, I'm spending the next 50 years locked, like, bound to this person, legally bound. Like, I've signed a contract.
Stuck with them now forever.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
No.
I mean, that's also how I feel about children, so... I'm stuck with them now.
Yeah, I just mean like, I don't know. I don't think of it in that like, it doesn't seem like a huge commitment. It's like I'm just choosing this person, and yes, you can. I guess like maybe because my parents are divorced, I'm like, well, you can always change your mind.
True.
But it's like, I mean, not that that's an easy or quick process or cheap.
Or not definitely emotionally taxing. That's
for sure. I mean, I think splitting up with anyone is emotionally taxing.
Absolutely. And especially if you've been with them for a while too.
For sure. Yeah. However, like you can change your mind.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I don't think of it in this like extreme way.
So when you think about marriage, do you think of like 5 to 10 years in the future type of?
No, I'm not thinking about the future.
Wow. So you're just sort of thinking about the present moment.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's why when you were like, how long would you wait to get married? I'm like, well, if it felt right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's like if you're like, no, this is my person. Like I'm choosing this person. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Like there's no time frame on that. For someone who's very logical, this is a very emotional thing for me. But I think it would be like when I feel that sense of commitment. When I feel like this, I love this person. I like, and especially like being demisexual, like how we talked about it. It's like you're not exploring your options mentally. You know.
Yeah. It's not necessarily like you're with this person. You're like, oh, okay. So who else can I get?
Exactly.
When you put it that way, it's a good point because I'm sort of thinking there are a lot of people who never get married, and I know of a couple who have been together 25, 30 years. I'm not 100% sure, but they've never been married. They've actively chosen not to. They've had like that commitment type ceremony, but they've never legally, got the government involved type of marriage. And I think I remember discussing with one of them, and it was sort of like what you're saying, that she actively has chosen this person and they know that this is their person, and no matter the ups and downs in their life, they're always going to choose that person. Yeah. And I think they obviously have so much trust within each other
that it doesn't matter. Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I guess it's so personal because it's not like I don't really care about the government. It's more like, I guess like a commitment ceremony is probably enough. But then also here's the thing, like in Australia, de facto and marriage, there's like no difference.
No.
So
not really.
That's why I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah, because I think also...
Like, who are you rebelling against?
Because also if you're with someone, like living with someone for a certain period of time, you've basically got the same rights as like a de facto or marriage. Yeah,
like marriage is a much bigger difference, bigger deal overseas.
Yes.
Like you have literally like different rights.
Yes. Where in Australia it's pretty much the same.
The same.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to me, being de facto is like being rebellious. It's like an act of rebellion, but to no end. It's like, I guess you're saving money on a wedding, but at the same time, like if you're having a commitment ceremony, then it's like literally what's the difference?
Basically the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess maybe just less, what's that particular word that I'm talking? Less tradition.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's like being a non-traditionalist and kind of like making point of that, but at the same time, like it's like there is no difference. It's just like, a show.
It's a very interesting, and I would love to hear if anyone else has any thoughts, opinions about
perspectives. If you're in a de facto relationship, or if you're married, or maybe if you were de facto for a long time and you chose to get married, like what made you do that? What made you formalize it?
Yeah, because I know, there have been people who have been together for almost 20 years and then they decide to get married, and and there's so many people that I've spoken to who have gotten married, who've made the decision to get married, and they said that it doesn't really change anything. Yeah. You just, instead of calling them your boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, whatever, you're now a wife or husband.
That's what I mean. So I'm like, why stay with fiance or partner or whatever when you can be husband, wife?
Yeah,
or husband, wife, or etc.
Sometimes when you do get engaged, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, like let's wait a while to get married. Let's not get married straight away. Yeah. Which again, it also, I guess, depends how much they want to spend on their wedding and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. But to me, I'm like, oh, are you committed to that person? If you're like, oh, let's pause on the marriage part. It's like, are you committed?
Yeah.
Are you choosing this person, or are you like, oh, I'm not sure about this choice?
It is very interesting, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've also just said before that I would really only want to spend about $5,000 on my wedding whenever.
Well, I was going to bring up weddings because, I think neither of us are people who would want a big wedding. No. But you always wanted a partner, but then you're not so fussed on formalising it. Yeah. Like that was always a bigger priority. Like that was like a life goal.
Yeah, it definitely was at one point for sure. I don't know if it's necessarily the goal.
It might have changed.
No, like it's still, I'd still love to have one. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it's necessarily like, if I have that, then my life is fine. I can do everything else. It's sort of like I'm doing everything else, and if the partner comes along, cool.
That's my attitude.
Yeah.
But that's been my attitude always.
Yeah, mine has changed.
Yeah.
I think also just through therapy and working through a lot of the issues as to why
you wanted a partner.
Why I wanted a partner.
I see.
You know, it was sort of filling a void, I guess. And, you know, now having filled that void myself, you know, it's sort of changed this perspective. It's like I'm looking more internally for a partner rather than externally for a partner.
What do you mean?
Like I'm fulfilled within myself, so I can look outward.
You don't need the validation.
I don't need the validation.
Yeah.
You know, whereas before it was very much like if I have a partner, then that means I'm valid, I'm worthy, I see. Loved, whatever you want to.
See, for me, I thought like validation was accolades. Like I wanted accolades. That's all I wanted. I wanted success. I wanted like not even necessarily like wealth. It was more like I wanted like awards and like recognition.
Jinx.
Yeah, definitely. Like I've realized, funnily enough, Pentacles was like, do you have a praise kink? And I was like, don't know about that. I don't think so, because I don't care about individual people, but public praise means a lot to me.
Interesting.
Like this podcast, I've been thinking about it. It's had a really positive reception.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Really great positive.
Much preferred option.
That fulfills me in a way I can't describe. Yeah.
Oh, that's so wonderful, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's healthy. I'm not sure if it is.
I mean, I guess if it gets to a point where you can't live your life without the praise and recognition of the audience, of the people responding, then yes. But I think to be able to be like, I'm putting something that I've put my heart and soul into and it's been positively received.
Like, because the thing is, like, before this, like, I mean, I still have it. I built a platform with 30,000 followers.
Yes.
And
not to brag, but
that's nothing in the grand scheme.
No, agree.
It is nothing.
But still, it's brag.
I've never made a cent off social media. Anyway, I just mean like I built up that following and I've neglected it over the past year. But that filled a void that I was like, oh, that's scratching that itch that I have internally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this is like great.
So thank you, basically. Look, fair enough. At least you're aware, you know?
Yeah, self-awareness is everything, hey?
Self-awareness is key.
Yeah.
I was going to say, but would you be able to recognise when it becomes sort of turns unhealthy? That sort of obsession with?
I don't think I'm beyond that.
Okay.
I think like when I was in my mid-20s, I'm kind of glad I didn't become super successful as a musician. I gained like a bit of notoriety and established myself, but I was in a really, really unhealthy space mentally. This was before therapy. I think that is when I could have been really toxic. Now I'm at a place like this is why I've neglected my platform, because the praise, like it hits, but I recognize that it's false. Like these people don't know you. It's parasocial. You know, like praise doesn't affect me and criticism doesn't affect me because I know it's all fake. Like as in like these people don't know you. It's just their opinion and their projection.
Yeah, and I guess it's also what you're putting out there. It's not necessarily you. It's a sort of almost like a character that you put out.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'll be completely different. It was completely you and your personality.
Yes, and actually on that note, so that's the thing. I don't care about people praising me as a person. I care about people praising my work. Yeah, I don't care what people think of me positively or negatively.
But your work, on the other hand.
Yeah, I think maybe 10 years ago I would have fallen for that trap more. But now I can't see it becoming unhealthy unless I become like, I guess, like even more of a workaholic. I already am a workaholic. So it's like, how could it get any worse?
I was going to say, I mean, there's no sleep available. You can try that route, but I don't see how long you can sustain it.
I've already tried that. I've tried that many times and it's not sustainable.
It definitely, and it's, oh my God, not
I've
good.
given it a red hot go.
I don't know if it's
life.
the same for you, but like if I run on less than like 8 hours sleep, I can't function.
I think for me, it's less than 6.
Jesus.
Like I'm on 6 hours today.
Whoa.
And I don't feel great, but I'm doing okay.
Do you know apparently women are meant to have like 10? And 8 is actually for men?
Yes, I do know that.
If I could get 10 hours,
I can't sleep that long. My body won't let me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my external circumstances won't let me. Dogs and that.
I wish like 8 hours and 2 hour nap. That'd be...
Ooh. Would you go with 1 2 hour or 2 1 hours?
No, I'm a long napper. I hate a short nap. I'm like, why bother?
Do you know, I have heard actually, like you're meant to have 15-minute naps, and if you have anything more than that, apparently it like wrecks your sleep cycle and whatnot.
I'm so fucking sick of capitalism and its lies. Let me have a 2 hour nap. Shut the fuck up. 15-minute nap. That's not a nap. I can't fall asleep in 15 minutes. What the fuck are you on about?
Exactly, capitalism. What are you doing?
Yeah, 15-minute nap. My ass.
No, I mean, I'm the same. I love to have like a good 2-hour nap.
At minimum.
Oh, and actually, the naps that really just sort of like get me are the ones when you sort of go to sleep as the sun's setting or like a little bit before and then you wake up and it's night.
Oh.
Those like put me off because I'm like, what time is it? Where am I?
I sort of love those though because then it's like, now I can have fun. Now I can have fun and I can chill out. I'm like, I've already had sleep, so now I can do whatever the fuck. Okay, so firstly, you said that you're not fussed about a wedding.
No.
I love parties.
Yes, you do.
So like even like before I thought of like having a partner or even like I was concerned with that or even had a concept in my brain of that really. I was like, well, parties rule.
Yeah.
So would have to find someone to marry just to have a party.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
What a reason to get married.
Yeah.
Have a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't in the best headspace, but I was like a child. So, I didn't know. I was just like, oh, I'd love a party though. Fucking love a party. Anyway, invite me to your parties.
But please don't have any food.
Oh, yeah. Invite me after the food's gone.
Except for, obviously, Smith's crinkle cut chips.
Yeah. Invite me when you have Smith's crinkle cut chips out post-dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Specifically the original.
Obviously, every party ends with Smith's playing crinkle cut chips, as is tradition.
We're going to say this in every episode until they start sponsoring us, because seriously.
Smith's.
Free advertising.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, weddings. Yeah, right.
You wanted a big party.
Yeah. Oh, no. I just wanted a party.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a big party. I just
Okay, you
want
just want a party. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like, I totally like. That's why, like, I'm like, you would be with someone long term, and then you wouldn't want a party. I'm like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't you want a party?
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of parties.
Okay, can't relate.
I mean, it's just the noise and the people. It's like a lot.
Oh yeah.
I think it's definitely my neurodivergence that come out.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because I've never been a big fan of parties.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm much more of a like, let's have just like a handful of people get together.
Yeah, I love those too.
Yeah, cool. But yeah.
Invite me to those as well.
Just invite her, basically. Yeah, but like the big parties, I've never been.
Really?
Yeah.
I love
it's just too much. It's too overwhelming. It's too like sensory overload.
Interesting.
Yeah, because even when I do get invited, even like when we were younger, when we went to clubs and stuff, I was still like, this is a lot.
Yeah, and I did love those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a big club rat back in the day.
Oh, I mean, same. But then I think I got to early 20s and was like, yeah, no, I'm done. I think you have a moment when you first turn 18, you're like, let's go out and just, party and blah, blah, blah. And then you realise like, oh, I don't like this.
I'm an undiagnosed autistic navigating the world. And it's hard.
Oh.
And it's very loud.
Oh, it's so loud. It's so sensory overload. If anyone else has that, please let me know.
My question is, how much of that is sensory overload and how much of it is social anxiety?
Both.
Yeah, but how much?
I know. I'm just trying to think. I'm just like,
that's my question.
Let me process. That's a very good question that you've asked, and I'm trying to think of an answer. Because I think probably initially, definitely social anxiety when I was younger, for sure. And yeah, I'm also sort of thinking just like loud noises are very triggering for me.
That's sensory stuff for sure.
For sure. And I'm just trying to think. I'm sort of thinking maybe like social anxiety, maybe like 60 to 70%, and then the rest would probably be like 30 to 40. I would say. I think it's the social anxiety sort of gets me, and then I'm like, well, now that I'm already sort of anxious, being amongst...
Oh, it just heightens everything.
It just heightens everything,
Yeah,
It's sort of like once you're already triggered, everything might as well just trigger you as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know how. Like, yet again, like, there's different kinds of neurodivergence. Because, like, firstly, I am sort of a sensory person, but I don't mind loud noises or crowds and stuff like that. I'm not sensitive that way. I'm not sensitive to, like, flashing lights. If anything, or, like, bright lights. Flashing lights sometimes, like, I find can, like, give me a headache or migraine. But... not like I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna have a meltdown. Whilst I have friends who are like that. And also I don't experience social anxiety. Yeah, I don't like going to places with large groups of people I don't know, especially because like if they're not welcoming, I don't like that setting. Yeah, that's all. It's like, if anything, that's really draining.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I don't know, like, I'm thinking of like work conferences where I'll have to rock up and I'm like, oh, I have to like go and like win these people over.
Yeah, because you have to put on a facade. It's not your natural state to have to sort of perform almost.
Yeah, and also the fact that like you have to go and like win people over. I hate the feeling of walking into a group of people who are friends with each other and not you, and
they're not really welcome. Yeah, they're very like cliquey.
Hate that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
That is like my worst nightmare.
Yeah. Actually, I've also found a lot of cultures that aren't Western are much more welcoming to strangers and much more sort of, you know, they sort of...
Depends.
Yeah, sometimes. But yeah, it's sort of, you know, they'll sort of see you by yourself and actively be like, hey, come over here and come join us. And, you know, they'll sort of try to get you more welcoming and involved.
Yeah.
Which I can really appreciate. But yeah, I guess also maybe just our... upbringing, maybe that was a bit like specifically school, maybe because, or girls' school, maybe that was a bit more cliquey too.
Yeah, I'm not really thinking of school.
No,
I'm thinking of like strangers.
Oh.
When you walk into a strange environment, you don't know anyone there and they're friends with each other.
Mm.
You know?
Mm.
Like like I hate that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like I you know, specifically I'm thinking of Beta.
Oh yeah.
Walking in there and having those groups of people and they were the most awkward fucking people on earth and they wouldn't welcome you in.
I don't know if it's necessarily probably intentional on their behalf. I think it's probably just they also have social anxiety, or
yeah, I suppose
maybe
or
they're just
socially inept.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe they just haven't learned, you know, how to sort of function.
Yeah,
maybe.
Have you heard about the Gen Z stare?
No.
What?
Huh?
You haven't heard about the Gen Z stare?
No.
I don't know how you've missed this part of the internet.
Please do tell me, because it's sort of ringing a little bell in the back of my mind.
I had a little tiff with a friend about this. I'm sure you can guess which friend. Anyway, so basically, like Gen Z stare is like this like phenomenon that people have pointed out because basically Gen Z have like a combination of social anxiety and just like they're kids who have grown up with the internet and also through COVID. But, like their social skills just aren't up to where other previous generations have been.
Yep.
So basically, like I've seen like TikToks and stuff of like people like basically imitating them when they walk into a store and the person will be like, hey, how are you going? And they'll just be like,
oh.
And they'll be like looking and it's just really awkward.
Yeah.
And some people, like I have this neurodivergent friend who was like, oh, it's like they're refusing to mask. And I was like, are they refusing to mask or they don't know how to?
Very good question. Point, sorry.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I understand like there's like neurodivergence for sure. But
totally.
But there's also like people who like have no social skills and it's like a generational thing. So people are showing like it's like a deficit in social skills that's developed because of like circumstances that are built up over time. Yeah.
And I guess obviously they, you know, the people that could help, like teachers, parents, society as a whole, probably didn't necessarily realise that at the beginning, so to sort of negate it to get to the extreme that it is now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's like a phenomenon that people have pointed out.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it's funny. And also, like, people talk about how, like, the refusal to mask, if that's the reason, it's like they have this, like, disdain for other people. It's like, I don't need to perform for you. You know, like, there's, like, real negative attitude towards other human beings embedded in them. It's like individualism and capitalism, like, on, like, another level. It's like, I don't even have to acknowledge you when you acknowledge me. I don't owe you a smile. I don't owe you politeness.
That's so bizarre. In my mind, I'm just sort of thinking like it's not even necessarily about owing anyone anything. It's just like just being yourself out in the world. I'm just sort of like, I'm just trying to think like, you know, I try to be a nice human, but not for society. I try to do it for my own self, and I sort of think, you know, when you put that out there, it can sort of spread and blah blah blah. But it's just like I'm not doing it to as if like I owe the world to be nice, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I'm trying to like unpack that.
Okay.
It's not a transaction. No one's indebted.
Yeah.
However, at the same time, like
we're all humans.
We're all humans, and like we're all like life is hard. Why would you make someone else is just trying to do their job or whatever, is just trying to live a life. why would you negatively impact them
Absolutely.
for no reason? Like how much energy or effort does it take to say hello or smile or just like be kind?
Yeah, and obviously mass generalization of a whole generation, but
yeah, of course. But it's like it's not everyone. Obviously, like not all Gen Z is like this, but it's just like a trend.
Yeah, and obviously it's enough people that it's been recognized to be a
named.
trend.
Yeah. It has like a name and like people can like reenact it.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know, but that's the thing. Like, it's I don't know. It's a very strange phenomenon, and it's like being kind to people or being polite, like being socially polite and like performing those social niceties. God, I can't speak for some reason. It's such a small ask.
Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't take anything out of your day to be just not even necessarily nice, just polite.
Polite.
Yeah.
Politeness. Like I think maybe there is something to that. Like maybe politeness is like a basic thing we should be performing. I don't know, but like some people will be like, why? And also politeness is, different from society to society.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, like for example, I'm thinking in Korea, like if you hand anyone anything, you have to use both hands. Stuff like that.
Yes.
It's like there would be Gen Z who would be like, why do I have to use both my hands?
Yeah.
Why? That's so much work. And it's like, yeah, but it's like you're performing your part of the culture.
It's almost like they're actively rebelling against being a part of the culture that they're in. I guess. By acting that way.
Yeah, but it's like, it's such, to me, an incredibly stupid form of rebellion. It's like, to what end? And it's so individualistic.
Yeah, and I guess also like, in my mind, rebelling against the society that we're in is more, going against like traditional values or sort of traditional ways of being or capitalism or...
Being straight.
Rebel
against that, guys.
Yeah, everyone, be queer.
Yeah.
And I just sort of, I don't know, I don't think one interaction with another human being is really the way to go about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being so old, but...
No, I just mean like I think that's like... In terms of like we're non-traditionalists, we're non-conformists. I smile at people and I say, if someone says hello to me, I'll say hello back. Yeah. Because I'm not above that. Yeah. I don't think I'm fucking above politeness.
No. And like even this morning I was going for a walk and, you go past people and you just go, morning. You just sort of say, it's not even, you don't have to have an interaction. You don't have to be like, hey, here's my life story. It's more literally just like, hey, how you doing? Yeah. And just keep walking. It's just, it's sort of like, I've always said that kindness ripples, and it's just sort of like if you be nice to one person, that might change their day. Yeah. And also you don't know what people are going through day to day. So,
you don't.
If you go up to them and you're just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to acknowledge your existence, it's like that could really just like make or break. And not to obviously say that,
it's not like you're responsible for people's...
No, and if you're having a bad day, obviously, we all have those moments. But at the same time, like if you can, just be nice.
Yeah.
Just be nice.
I agree.
It doesn't take much. It really doesn't.
It doesn't, and it's like most people deserve it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like you have to have like a view of humanity. Like it's like most people are good.
Yeah, most people are good.
If you don't believe that, then I guess they're not worth it.
Yeah, and I think also like, maybe just I think if you're online too much and too often.
Oh, that'll completely distort your perception of reality.
Absolutely,
and people.
Absolutely.
Because the worst of humanity is on there.
Oh, for sure. And I think also like even with my therapist, now I bring it back to therapy, even with my therapist, we were discussing that and I was saying how, the online world is completely different to the real world.
Yeah.
Whereas, the real world, people wouldn't go up to you and be like, you're a blah, 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 and something negative. Whereas online, because, it's,
people feel free.
Keyboard warriors, blah, 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 they can say whatever they want and have no ramifications from it.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, it's just a completely different world. So it's just like you have to sort of remove yourself and actually go and,
It's not real.
It's not real. It really isn't real. Yeah. It's just like, it's sort of like you said, all the sort of the worsties.
The worst of humanity is online.
The worst of humanity is online, yeah.
But also, like, you can't use those rules in reality because they're not real. They apply in that space and that space only.
Do you reckon it is mostly technology and sort of them being basically brought up in it?
I think so, and also the social isolation during COVID. Yeah. During lockdowns.
God, that's rough.
That really stunted people.
Yeah.
And I think like also made people really negative.
Yeah.
Just one quick thing before I forget it.
Yep.
I think it was Kate Forster I was watching the other day.
Yep.
Actually it was someone else. Whatever. She talked about this guy who basically was walking across a bridge and he said that like if someone smiled at me, I wouldn't have killed myself. And he wrote that in his note.
Wow.
No one smiled at him. No one acknowledged him. So he left off. And obviously no one's responsible for him killing himself.
No, absolutely not.
But at the same time, like, you don't know how small an interaction can make a difference to someone.
Yeah, and I think definitely with the state of the world as it is now and how topsy-turvy in the sort of the lightest way possible, but, you know, everyone is going through something in some form.
I mean, I think that's always been the case.
Absolutely, but I think
we're just aware now.
We're a lot more aware of it now, and I think, like, if anything, just be nice.
Yeah, be nice, but specifically, like, be kind.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because it's not just about being nice. It's not just the performance of it. It's like, go about your life trying to improve your life and improve the lives of others. Don't negatively impact someone for no reason.
Yeah.
Like,
I've also found, like, what you put out into the world is what you get back. So if you sort of put out
I don't
not necessarily
that. I violently disagree with that, just by the way.
Okay, well, I don't, because I obviously I'm a bit different. But it's just one of those things that I think if you put out being kind to people and it just makes your life better. It just makes you happier because you've had, like, a positive interaction with someone. Like, I've always sort of found, like, I've never really experienced a negative interaction with someone by being kind.
Oh, I have.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, that whole, like, be kind and you'll get it back. I don't think that's true at all. Not in my experience anyway.
Maybe
I think
not like literally right then and there, but there's sometimes like I think it's definitely something about, like, that positivity and that sort of that kindness and that energy that you put out. It sort of has to come back somehow.
See, this is the thing. I guess why I question that is because deep down, like, underneath that, that is an individualistic mindset. Mm-hmm. So it's a transaction that I do this and I get this back. That's why I don't like it, and it's something that exists in New Age philosophy, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because it's like that. Like, that is the underpinning. It's like, if I put this out, I get this back.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Like, I get what you're saying, but I don't. Yeah. I don't do it in that.
I know
way.
you don't. But that's the like that. Like, whoever taught you that taught that from that perspective.
Okay.
Maybe that's not how you picked it up. That's not how you, like, go about your life.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm doing this because I get something out of it.
No, I never. Like I said before, like, I don't be kind. I don't be nice just for, you know.
You do it for yourself.
Yeah, I do it. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously individualistic in that regard, but like, it's more like, I just know that being nice is just a good thing in this world.
Oh, we're getting too deep. We're getting too deep.
Oh, God, guys.
This is getting, like, into...
It's too much.
It's getting to, like, a full philosophy class. It's like, what is good?
I know. And then it's also,
and
like,
why?
we started this on talking about therapy, so...
Well, I mean, it's very therapy.
Yeah, true.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Fingers Crossed.
Yeah.
Not sure how it went, but good luck to you.
Yes. Hopefully it was enjoyable and pleasurable to listen and or watch. And or.
Yeah.
Whatever your mode of podcasting is.
Yeah. Would love your opinions if you want to share them.
Please.
On, like, this topic, because I feel like neurodivergence has definitely shaped our opinions on a lot of this stuff.
And this episode.
Yeah. Well, the opinions that we shared in this episode I'm referring to specifically.
I know, but I just sort of meant to the tangents.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, obviously.
Yeah.
So we'd love your opinions. fingerscrossedthepodcast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Comment, like, subscribe any way you can. Rate us 5 stars any way you can.
Mm-hmm.
All of that really, really helps. But specifically, if you can subscribe on YouTube, that would be great, because then we can get money from ads.
Yeah.
And the closer, and that, like, basically, you need to think that every time you hit subscribe or you convince someone to hit subscribe, that gets me closer to a packet of Smith's plain crinkle cut chips. That's the goal, guys. Think about that. You're putting Smith's plain crinkle cut chips in this belly right here, and I need them. Megan, you'll have to sort yourself out. That's my chip fund.
Absolutely. Smiths, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We need chips over here, please.
Yeah, for sure. But until Smiths come into the picture, we need your help. And it's free. It's free to subscribe. Who does it harm? You know?
I'm going to be totally useless at this part. I just love how you keep going on about Smiths. It's so great.
They're a big part of my life.
They are. They're literally the only carb that you can have.
Exactly. I need carbs, guys. Why would you deprive me of carbs by not hitting subscribe on our YouTube channel and hitting like, and also rating us 5 stars on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen to it? You know what I mean? Why would you do that? That's so cruel. We talked about being nice before. That's not a nice thing to do.
So please subscribe. We really want those chips.
Yeah. Me. Yet again, Megan, sort yourself out.
Oh, what? I don't get any?
We'll have to figure that out.
Wow.
Depends on how many subscribers we get, how many likes, etc., etc.
Fair.
Chips are expensive.
Chips are expensive.
You know what? I went to the shops the other day because sometimes I get mum like a block of chocolate or whatever.
Nice.
Lindt, $11 for less than 100 grams of chocolate. I used to have one of those a day.
Don't get me started. I was trying to get some eggs last night. They've gone up to like over $10 for a pack, like a 12-pack.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
There was some that was like, there was one that because I tried to go for the, not necessarily organic, but I don't want the one out of caged.
Yeah,
and
free range.
Free range, yes.
Yeah.
$12.70. I thought, what the?
At the same time, that's what I mean. Like a 100-gram block of chocolate, $1 less. That's nothing. Like that's how many meals could you get out of that?
Oh, like
12.
12 potentially.
Yeah,
It
potentially.
depends if you just want one per meal.
Per person, depends.
Yeah, maybe 6.
Maybe 6.
Who knows?
But I just mean like chocolate, that's a meal. That's my dinner sorted.
Done.
Back when I could eat it.
Yeah, now not so much.
But I was like, $11, that's bonkers.
It is bonkers.
It
really is bonkers.
Inflation is just, it's
I think
mental.
also apparently climate change is affecting the
chocolate?
coffee and chocolate, yeah. So coffee and chocolate are actually costing more, so that's why they're more expensive.
Okay.
Also shrinkflation. I just want to point this out. Cadbury, Nestle, all the above. They basically have the same price.
Oh, but less.
Like if you look at, you probably haven't, but if you look at the Cherry Ripe bars now,
I mean,
smaller.
Cherry Ripe shit, why would you buy that?
Rude.
I
Cherry
just
Ripe's
mean
delicious and
have,
amazing.
have less.
Oh, because it got coconut in it.
Yeah, and also it tastes like shit.
It does. Okay, well, anyway, thank you
And
for joining us.
And the texture sucks. While we're here.
Before this gets off, thank you for joining us.
Leave your Cherry Ripe hate comments below.
No. If you really
And
want to send
email
some
them.
hate comments, put it about Fry's Turkish Delight.
You like Fry's Turkish
I love Fry's
Delight.
but I know that you also love Fry's Turkish Delight.
I do.
Yeah, so send hate comments.
No.
Hate comments for
just
Cherry Ripe. What are you talking about?
Please. Who is picking
insane.
Cherry Ripe over Fry's Turkish Delight?
Okay, guys, let us know. Cherry Ripe, we probably should put a poll somewhere, but Cherry Ripe or Fry's Turkish Delight?
Vote below.
Vote below. What would you prefer?
Who would pick Cherry Ripe
I would pick Cherry Ripe.
over a Turkish Delight?
Absolutely. I feel that you have to be in a very specific mood for a Turkish Delight.
I have to have a gun to my head to have a Cherry Ripe.
Really?
Even before I got sick.
Really?
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Okay, quick question. Flake or a twirl?
Oh. Well, they're pretty much the same.
But they're different.
No, I
A
know.
twirl is like a flake, but with a coating.
I think I prefer the twirl because it's less messy. But at the same time,
Nothing beats a flake, especially when you put it with ice cream.
I hate it in ice cream.
You hate it in ice
You
cream?
put chocolate in the fridge though.
I do. I do love cold
hate
chocolate.
I hate cold chocolate.
I love cold chocolate.
I feel like you can't taste it as much, and yeah, I just hate it.
No, I love cold chocolate because then you get to like.
Melt in your mouth, you
Melt in your
sicko. You sick bitch.
But then also at the same time, back when I could have dairy, I used to put French fries in, like if you have a milkshake
as a
or ice
kid,
cream.
yeah.
Yeah, that was delicious.
Yeah,
Like
so
incredible.
Yeah, I know, but what does that got to do with cold chocolate?
I don't know. It's just cold.
That's another poll. Cold chocolate. I hate it.
You know, also there's people who put tomato sauce in the fridge.
I do that.
And
I like that.
in the cupboard.
Yeah, that's a big, like, I guess, like, there's no need to put it in the fridge, but at the same time, I like putting hot chip in a cold dipping
Condiment.
sauce. Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Again, let us know your opinions down below.
Very controversial here. We've talked about some pretty controversial shit, and now we're having like almost a fist fight over like chocolate.
Yeah, no, we're talking about religion and being nice and marriage and stuff, and you're like, no, this is the one that's got to set us off.
Yeah, I'm
chocolate.
like, the fuck? No, and also, yeah, I hate, like, back when I could eat dairy, back when I could eat anything, like, when you got, like, an ice cream cone and they put a flake in it, that pissed me off.
Really?
Like, don't contaminate my ice cream with your fucking flake.
I thought it was great. I thought that was the whole point of having the ice cream. You get to have a bit of chocolate on the side.
I love choc dip. That was my favourite as a kid. I'd always have a choc dip.
Interesting.
You got the sherbet.
Yeah, I love the sherbet.
I've known you long enough.
I love the sherbet.
Yeah, I've never had that.
I would, you know what? If anyone could ever make soy, like, soft serve.
Or lactose free. Oh, you can't do lactose free?
Not really, not to that degree.
I think
It's too much.
I sent it to you earlier this week, but there was that girl who trained her gut to be able to digest the lactose.
Yeah,
So I was like,
yeah.
commit, Megan.
Yeah, 2 weeks of just constant diarrhea, fine.
But that is so funny. That study was like, it's just like a skill issue. I I was like, that is brilliant.
Yeah, it's not a biological issue at all.
Well, I mean, it is biological, but it's a biological skill deficit that could be resolved.
Well, it's sort of, is that same for you then? If I just sort of say, just eat food?
No, because I would die.
Yeah.
Because it's not my enzymes. It's like my histamines. It's like my body would just go, nope, you're done.
Nope, you're good.
Yeah, I can't train my body out of this. I wish I could, though.
Oh, God, that'd be incredible.
I'll try. I'll give it a crack.
Why not? Give everything a try.
I also, like, I think I was tempted to buy chocolate the other day, and I'm glad it was expensive because that put me off. Because I think I would have tried it, and maybe that would have been my first trip to hospital in 2 years. Or in a year-ish because of my gallbladder.
Okay, well, obviously you can't do that because we've got a
the
podcast to do.
We could record from the hospital. We could. I could move my computer and everything in there.
Let's face it, you probably would.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And also, hopefully I wouldn't be there that long.
No, but also it'd be really funny because you hear these like beep, beep,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So it'd be like real hospital vibes.
Yeah, whatever, for the ambiance.
Yeah, yeah, for the ambiance.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, obviously leave comments below.
Yeah, and yeah, as we've already commanded you around.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been Erica.
And I've been Megs.
So we'll see you next time, hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, miss you, love you.
Every time.